Picked proverbial. Whoa.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
so
hobgoblins and stuff, we were totally in trouble.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of hobgoblins and stuff.
Xanathar thugs. And then
Hey,
Goris
wow.
saved the day.
I did.
Yeah.
It was
It was
clutch.
Glittering stag.
yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
epic. So
Pulling me out of the bag.
so let's see. We'll just get some thing back. Again, hopefully I should be good for next weekend at this point. I'll play it by ear. I'll let you guys know. As I said, with my grandmother, there might be a memorial service. We don't know at this planning, and we'll play it by ear at this point. But I'm not going out of town any point soon because of, well, we all know. But so I'll let you guys know. But I said we should be good for next weekend. By the way, I did get the new Ravenloft book. It's gorgeous. It's very interesting for that. So I think if I end up running Curse of Strahd, it should be very interesting. Ways of stretching that out to a full campaign.
I don't think we're gonna do Curse of Strahd because I'm here. And I don't think it'd be appropriate.
Probably ways to tone it down if need be.
Yeah, Curse of Strahd's not that
Need
bad.
be.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we'll see.
I heard Chris Perkins run it. It was he's ruthless. So
it's one of the things that the
that's
interpretation
one of his
of the game
babies.
is. Yeah, and he apparently has played the original Ravenloft, several times in that, because it's almost a rite of passage for the people at the Wizards of the Coast. Apparently, it's just one of those ones. And sorry, I can't remember if it's Tracy Hickman, I think. Word has it, that he's almost run it as an annual event every Halloween, a stripped down, version that one night play. So it should be fairly interesting. As I said, I got a bunch of my Kickstarters have gone through. I received a bunch of stuff in the past week. I was very surprised. Finally got the Broken Compass RPG package that I've been waiting for like over 6 weeks for it. They shipped it. Mind you, the hilarious thing is it came in 6 weeks. The secondary thing they did, because they forgot for some reason, for all the Canadians, they forgot pencil and the posters, so they sent along a separate, just pretty much one of those stiff envelopes type of deals. That came in 2 weeks. The day after I got the package with everything else.
Okay.
So,
That's a postal service at its finest.
yeah, that really is. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I should have brought it here. I also got this incredibly cool new dice bag.
Ooh. Show me.
You can't hear you, Sean?
Yeah.
No, still can't
No.
hear you. Something funky going on. No.
No.
You're cutting out a bit. We hear like the first sound and then you just stop.
Oh, just give me a second.
Oh, can you hear you now?
Oh, you're back.
Ah, yeah. Yep. It's Cade the Mighty.
Not back.
No, you're still cutting out again.
Nope. Still cutting it.
That's when the fists start flying after the mics there.
Sec.
You're muted now.
No, you're still nothing.
I think he's doing a system test.
Ah. No, you're still muted, Sean. You're trying to talk.
This would be better. How's
Oh,
this?
there you go.
Hey!
There we go.
Yeah, I think I probably would need to reboot to fix something, but we'll just, for the moment, kill that. All right, so we'll go here this way for the moment. Okay, no, that's not what I want. So I thought this is what I got.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh, mole. And all that jazz.
Very
Cool.
cool. Very tactical.
It looks very well designed and made.
Very Celtic designs in the front.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I had to order something for my
I hope
daughter,
that they giveth luck, not taketh luck.
and because Amazon.ca for some reason, same thing. It's been a month saying, and then we're still trying to get it. I ordered it from the States. It came in a week. So I just threw that in to make up the shipping requirements. Okay, major thing is I've been looking to let you know I did find the extension for the Druid Wild Shape for it.
Fancy.
I'm still looking at it because they're charging a pretty penny, so I want to make sure it works before I invest.
Let me know. I'll send you
Otherwise-
some money for it, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, especially since I got to take my car in on Monday.
Oh, that's a pain.
Well, I'm getting my winter tires taken off. The guy berated me for leaving them on. And I'm going, my car's been parked, dude. What do you want? The only reason I'm bringing it in is because I have a headlight that needs to bulb that's burnt and a tire sensor that's malfunctioning. And I'd like to get it done before I process this recall notice I got from Ford, because I know they'll charge me an arm and a leg.
Yep. Oh, cars. What a pain. Oof, they really are.
Tell me about it. I was telling my dad I'm just trying to run this one into the ground because I'm sure the next one will be I want to see hopefully make it to an affordable electric car.
Sorry, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah,
don't
that's
have-
my hope too.
I don't have my buddy's Tesla money.
No. No.
We ordered a Tesla 3. Which point I sent him a article from James May, who you might remember from Top Gear fame,
Yep. Yeah, I love those.
about his experience when the secondary 12-volt battery died on
Yep.
his Tesla and he couldn't get in.
I seen that. I seen his video for that. And basically what he says is get a trickle charger and put it on the secondary battery. But it's a real pain, the place you don't want to pain, to like take it apart and manage to actually get into where the secondary battery is.
Yep.
It's real pain.
Okay, so basically you managed to survive. You did a long rest, putting, of course, your giant elk as the barrier. You know, who needs a door, right? We've got a giant
Well,
elk.
we have a very fancy door. It has antlers and it smashes you.
Best type of door.
Now, you guys can. I'll just move the elk out of the way a little there. You can go explore because this area up top where the drow and the other ones were coming from. You didn't get a chance to explore yet. So, but as I said, the bugbears, from that and everything, and the bodies that you were able to explore, you didn't find much there already, so you need to really more go and take a look.
I see in the party sheet there's a holy symbol of Shar. Was that on the priestess?
Yes, that was on the previous priestess, right? So you got it that way.
Can I do like a little clerical check, a little checkaroo to see what I know about this?
Sure.
Offline, I read the description of that NPC. Terrifying. Like, the description is terrifying. Religion check, which I'm not great at, but seems appropriate. Oh. Cool holy symbol. I was like, I should have guided myself, and I was like, no, doesn't matter.
Wasn't really covered in your theological studies.
Yeah, his theological studies are extremely narrow, which is something that I would like to rectify in an RP kind of way.
All right, let me go over some of the things here. Okay, since they're dead, you can't get that quest for it there. All right, now if you're...
Well, hang on. It's probably too... No, it can't be too late. Can I ask that Loth Priestess some questions?
Sure, you're still not getting the quest though, guys. It really would depend on her being alive. If that's the only...
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, Quillback wouldn't know anything about that.
Okay.
But I'll burn a speak with... I'll get up and you guys are making breakfast and I'm making a puppet out of this corpse.
Good for you.
I just go off, I assume we drag the bodies like, maybe back up into the space, and
Try to make a pile.
I'll crack my holy symbol and request this parlay.
Do we see anything else up here of interest?
Ooh, that's stupid. That didn't tell me that at all. So you guys actually faced a drow elite warrior that had a curse that gave them some partially transformed into a spider with 8 red arachnid eyes, a mouthful of fangs, and black bristles sprouting from his slender limbs. So he was quite a sight to do it. But you didn't really take notice of it during that fight. You had a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
And the truth is, if you got around the other way, it would have been a different type of encounter. So if you're going into that area, let me first give you a description that there's battered oil lanterns resting atop blocks of stones that illuminate this partially collapsed hall. There's furnishings of crates, barrels, and 7 wooden cots lining the walls. There. First thing we'll do is, I know you're going to do the spell, but I assume that you're going to just, reconnoiter the area and take the whatever treasure that you can. So interestingly enough, okay, good. You haven't gotten there. You do find some gold coins there, and on them. So that will give you, and the dark elf is wearing a silver key.
Mm.
Ooh.
All right. And there are barrels and crates here that have enough water and dry food to sustain a single person for 600 days.
Can we see if we can bring this back to the bar?
You know how heavy water is?
There you go.
Not as heavy as rocks are.
We can refill though, eh?
Yeah, I think you guys might want to. We'll look into. You need to have it. So I'm giving you 600. I've also given you the treasure that they had on them, which is the silver key and some gold. Now, are you going to explore the room a little more? Or,
Yes.
okay.
He's back.
Right on time. I hear loot, explore. What? Of course.
Yes.
Got 600 rations,
Is that all?
100 gold, and a silver key.
And a
Okay.
puppet show pretty soon.
And a giant elk.
Can we throw a ration to the goblin there? It's obviously a hungry goblin still. So just keep
Okay.
him well fed, I say.
So you're going to explore. There is a little sub room there. There's stone racks spanning the wall containing barrels that are so rotten and old they're falling apart when handled. Any ale or water once stored in them have long since evaporated. A large stone table is in the middle of the room, draped with cobwebs. There is a silver-bound wooden chest resting atop it.
I say we open the chest.
Certainly.
Let's check it first, maybe.
Yeah, can I just
Right.
give a quick perception if it wasn't open still?
Go ahead.
Dwarven one too.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
20.
perception.
Good start.
Basically, you're going, hey, we got a key, don't we? Want to give it a try?
Key box. I won't have to pick it.
I will absolutely try.
All right.
Well, you will have to pick it wherever's inside.
So you open it up, and it is full of gold pieces. I'll just
Oh,
drop that in
money.
there.
Sorry, guys.
Someone else is excited.
Yeah, we'll pocket it greedily.
That was my wife
Especially
shouting at the dog who
greedily.
wants to be fed.
Silly dog.
Okay, and let me just bring it up. Might just bring up Sound Dragon Dungeon music. There we go. On the background. Okay. So, aside from the bodies, which I believe Quillback did want to do a speak with dead.
Yeah, let's do it. A little breakfast fireside chat.
Oh, yeah, we took a long rest. Eh? Okay, good.
Was the
You needed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
was there anything fancy about that drow's weapon before we go on, or did they just have scimitars?
Let me double check on that.
Wind scimitars. What?
Crossbow, sleeping poison crossbow. Might have had something else.
Have some. That drow poison's expensive, y'all.
Oh, that's a nice statue.
Little dress statue. My birthday.
I saw it when at EBX or whatever it's called, and I was like, that is awesome.
It is very nice actually for an EB
Um,
Games exclusive.
They
Big-
had some. They were short swords, technically, and most of the other abilities were ingrained magic.
Okay.
They were coated with a poison, which you are unable to locate. It is at the moment. It is not though magical weapons that have poison. It was applied.
Okay. Sneaky Drozes.
Roses? Is that how you say it?
I'll crack the yeah, it's a short form for something else. I'll crack the whatever I named it previously, my sensor. Call Glumshanks over, have it feed the fire.
Well, I've got money that says within the year there's going to be a major either adventure or book storyline with the Drow.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
Yeah.
Artel Sorian's new book, the money
Oh,
they
yeah.
spent on doing that. I heard the rumor is they're prepping the TV series is probably going to be based in the Underdark,
Yeah, I mean all signs point in that direction for sure.
Right.
which
Is
is
there
part
a
of the reason
TV?
why they're giving the Drow a makeover.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it a TV series or a movie? Or
Both.
is there both? Okay. How did the series then?
So much. Okay, I got my questions if you got some answers.
Go for it.
I'll start with the what are you doing up here?
Talking to the drow?
Talking to the Drow.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm just going to double
Sure.
check to see the level of answers.
Oh, I'm gonna get guidance primed so I can insight check every answer.
Trust no drow.
Never trust a
Drow
drow.
learned.
Okay.
I thought your motto wasn't just never trust a drow, but it was never trust an elf.
What was he
Never
doing
trust
there?
anyone we're talking about.
He was forced into exile by Drow priestess of Loth when he was cursed.
Just attacking people down here.
Well, he works for Xanathar.
Works for Xanathar. That makes.
Oh,
Don't they all? My gosh.
Are there any more of you down here?
Of course, Xanathar's everywhere.
I know somewhere where Xanathar isn't.
What dangers lie ahead for us?
Okay.
Xanatar thugs, of course.
Probably more traps that will walk
Yeah,
into.
that's the question here. That's the debate I'm going to see here. Okay. He tells you, well, I just watch your step if you're going through the other passage, the one that you didn't, obviously referring to the one that you didn't go through.
Are you hiding any more? What's more important? What does Xanathar want down here?
What Xanathar always wants.
Food?
A new fish?
He wants to keep the same one.
Hmm.
Immortality for the fish.
That's my 5, and the corpse shrivels.
I know somewhere Xanathar isn't. Up on the moon.
As far as we know.
Have
You
you ever asked him?
Drop the corpse.
Okay.
Bust off my hands. Roll my eyes back into my head. Okay, guys, there's some traps ahead, so let's keep our peepers peeping.
I mean, even when we know we fall into them, but yes. Good to
Sometimes
know.
it's just easier
Well, we
to
don't fall
notice.
into them. We willingly trigger them.
That's why we have a goblin, right?
God.
Goblins walk first, and that's just how it goes, right?
Is this how long we got this elk for?
It's
And
24
roads are
hours,
first once they get
so
a vision.
probably not much longer, and it's probably not going to be able to go down very many places.
Okay, so we'll stop here. These seem to be dug out, eh? Or they just crumbled?
Oh, they're crumbled.
Okay.
There's obviously some collapse as there always is.
Okay. So I will, fearing now traps, I will, before we go further, throw a good old perception to see if I can see traps.
Okay.
Yay!
You don't see the traps see you.
If I can spot hidden, if you will,
Why do you have advantage?
because I have my shield.
Oh yeah.
I ain't no crazy dwarf, just a dwarf. And crazy.
I
Unrelated.
thought all dwarves were crazy.
We have wands of secrets too, right? If we want to use those.
Yeah, that's probably reset by now.
Oh yeah, I guess it's a new day, so a lot of things have reset.
Can the wand of secrets detect traps? Or just
Detect. Yeah. And if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet.
all right.
So,
Fair enough.
For the wonder secrets to recharge, we need a roll of D3, and we get that many charges back.
Okay.
You and Cade have them. If you want to roll that, we'll get it out of the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna give mine a ding.
A D3, did you say?
That's only good for the
Yeah.
30 feet in front of you. It takes care
Oh,
of
I
one
do-
charge.
Yeah. Yeah, D3. One
Excellent.
regains, one D3. Start as half a D6.
It holds 3 charges and it regains 1 to D3 per day. Each action you take expends 1. So you're guaranteed after 3 days of non-use, it's back up to full.
Mhm.
Should we roll to recharge them now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, how uncharged are they at this point?
Mine's,
I haven't used mine so
and
far.
mine's fully used.
Okay.
Mine's completely out.
Give us a you want to
haven't used
do
mine yet.
Let's see here.
You could roll a D6 and make the 4, 5, 6 and also a 1, 2, 3.
Actually, if you do
okay.
a right click over the D6, there's that custom die. You select that, and one of the options is a D3.
Huh. Okay.
You're at max.
That's all back. Nice.
Nice.
So,
Good
Cade,
job.
In the
Nice.
party sheet, Cade, the wand of secrets is still there if you want to drag it onto your
Oh,
sheet.
okay.
Unless we have 3.
You should only have 2.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it should only be 2.
Oh, go on. Oh, sorry. I thought I muted myself. I was telling my dad to jot up on the couch. Sorry.
Silly doggos.
Okay, so why don't you position yourself, your icon, and then tell me where you're pointing to, up, down, left, right, so we can get an idea of your 30 feet.
Is this just a dead end going down?
Sorry?
Yes, it is. Yeah, just
Yeah.
having a look downwards here. So
Dead end is down, so we'll be pointing northward.
yeah.
Follow north.
Okay, so you're going to point down and 30 feet-ish from where you are, right?
Point above us, I think.
Above.
Point up.
Above.
Should I
Okay.
get closer to the entrance? So
No, that's fine where you are there. That will give you a good, you get most of the, we'll say you get most of that area there. You will not find anything, no traps, no secret doors, nothing. there. What you see is what you get.
All right.
Hey,
Megan, unconvincing. Love it.
the one's finding nothing, guys.
I do a little checkaroo down here.
Okay,
Look for hidden things.
go ahead.
A little perception.
Feel free.
Oh, you were almost a 17. You're so disappointing.
Looks like Raoul.
It's like squinting real hard at it though with my pipe, my breakfast pipe, the Fruit Loop flavor. All right, shall we?
Yep.
Let's shall.
I mean,
Come on, Glum.
why would that evil drow that we killed lie though? I mean,
Well, he
Well, they
just,
didn't say how quickly the traps would appear.
that is
Plus,
true.
this
That
is
is
not necessarily, you're still within technically the room. There is that hallway that you are now standing in front
Yeah.
of.
Wait, I don't want to get in. Don't push me. Okay. Can I just roll another another peep?
You want to do
Sorry,
a perception?
I clicked too hard there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Fine.
So, yes, you can clearly make out that there is something there.
anyone know how to deal with these?
Well, that is looks like appearance of a pressure plate of some kind there.
Only we had a rogue or something.
You
Sorry,
take
go
a
ahead.
you take a look at it, and you can spot the plate, and clearly there appears to be some dart holes on the wall to the north of it.
You just walk around. What do you think?
No, I want to disable it. It'll be fun.
Why don't we throw the bag of party gold on top of it and set it off?
Well,
Huh?
Or just like-
here's the thing. I will let the fact that Mert saw that, but Quillback goes, hey, there seems to be some sort of lever near this doorway here.
A lever in that doorway.
Yeah, just outside, just not before the trap. There is there seems to be a false section of stone that if you take a closer look, there appears to be some form of lever.
Why would there be a lever? What does this make any sense?
It's probably a lever that just turns on the trap.
Turns off the traps so that they can get by.
Or turns on the traps.
It's like if you're getting chased, you flick the lever, and even if they're
Sure.
not stepping on the pressure plate, the trap goes off.
What do you think? Hang on. Will we have anyone who's poison resistant here?
Throw the dwarf!
Okay, I will acquiesce to the
Come
request.
here, come look at this lever. What do you think?
Do the thing.
I'm gonna
So
go
you're
into
gonna
my
pull the
shell.
lever?
Can I look at it first?
Sure,
Like,
feel
just
free.
to see if there's like a needle sticking out somewhere. Can I perceive on my perception, please?
Sure.
Oh, not 20.
Whoa. Womp, womp, womp.
So yeah, just to see like if I'll get stabbed or something.
No, it seems to be fine, and as you can sort of see, you think it's attached to multiple items there. So you can give it a good
Multiple.
pull and move its position. What are you going to do?
I'll pull, but as I'm pulling, I would ask why the lever to turn off traps is at the beginning of the trapped area. And as I pull,
at the no, think about it for a second. You should be able to.
Perspective.
With a nat 20, I'll give it to you on that. This is the end of the corridor. Think about it.
oh, we came. Okay, then yes, I will take that.
We're going through the wrong way.
I wanted to fiddle with the trap.
See?
This is better. Then yeah, I'll pull the lever.
All right. So you'll notice that there is 5 of these sort of here a crunch whirl as the 5 various dart trap, so it had pressure plates, all are deactivated.
Nice.
So
Noise.
basically, the all down through this corridor, there was multiple pressure plates, and they would trigger poison darts that would come out. These things were like +8 to hit, and that's 1d4 piercing damage. But if you fail a Constitution save, 3d6 poison damage.
Drow stuff's nasty.
Oh,
Asked.
I mean, I could have gotten 5 of us across by we all chew the floaty gum and then we throw each other across.
Well, technically, you just have to avoid the pressure plates. I mean, it doesn't cover the entire floor, as you saw there. So basically, you'd have, as long as you make your perception checks to figure out where it was, and make sure that you avoided it.
I'm like tapping them with my end of my hammer. That's where I'm going.
you're just gonna go through here.
You like to tempt fate.
Just before I step on it, just like poking it. Like
Of course, you could have just sent the elk through and like triggered every single one of them.
So I have just a quick question. Is this the same elk we keep getting over and over again, or is this a new elk?
No, it's the same though.
Okay, because then we don't want to do that, because we don't want the elk to come back and be like, hey, I remember what you did last time, and then not help us. I want to stay on the elk's good side. He's helping us a lot.
Turn on this.
All right, another corridor.
Who's
This
there
one's
first?
huge.
Been in before?
I don't think
Not
so.
exactly, but if you
Okay.
you can continue straight down, you'll get back to that intersection
Great.
of where you were, and before that there is a hallway into a room that you were there before, where the altar was.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right,
like
right,
I said,
right.
you guys have kind of, you took a different path around. I mean, it is a dungeon and it is pretty much a maze at this point.
The maze with traps and monsters.
All right, let's.
And we're satisfied that there'll be no traps here.
Yeah, well, let's perceive. Why not?
Just
No,
let the
perce-
dwarves go
perceive it.
first.
I was thorough perception down the. Ooh, rolling on fire today. My God.
Yeah, jeez.
You have a dice.
Where was that during the frickin' Call of Cthulhu game? Sorry.
There's a
Sean's
lot of
buddy had
sanity.
it.
All right.
What do I metamorphose see?
Nothing, just hallway.
Let's go.
Lads, it's a hallway.
Empty
Cool.
hallway,
So it'll
hopefully.
bring us back to where we were before, which was here, right?
Yes.
So we've come full cycle, it seems.
Along, Glummy.
Had we gone down south? For some
No,
reason it's not all discovered anymore.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
That's-
part of the thing is I had to erase some of it. There was scribbling on the
Oh, that's okay.
map.
Yeah, Cade, stop doing that.
Okay, so yeah, no, you can continue down south. I mean, that's basically at this point you haven't gone there, and that is takes you to the main the main quarters. You've only done a bit of the dungeon. There is, trying to see here. Because you basically went straight into, if I'm recalling correctly, into where the auction house was and the goblins from it. So there's a bit there, but yeah. So you've done most of the upper right-hand side.
Got it. I'll ask Glemmy, what are we gonna find out here? What are we talking about?
She doesn't know. This is you guys are presumably looking for the stairs down to the next level, right?
Yeah, also, we're window shopping along the way, how
Yeah,
it is,
whatever
too.
whatever else is about, I guess.
Okay, sorry. This is the problem with these maps, it's so big.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? What are the hot spots in level 2? The must-sees,
Plus, there's multiple stairs here, which is very annoying. Well, you have to go in that direction. She believes if you want to go to the stairs that go down, that's all she can tell you.
All right.
Yes,
Start.
that's where we're going.
I'm gonna stop before the door.
I'll follow in your footsteps.
Not just cruise on by.
All right. What are we going to call the elk, by the way, Goris?
I hadn't thought of a name for him. I'm open to suggestions.
Elkman?
That'd be
Sure.
boring, but I'm feeling Bruce.
Bruce? Oh, I love it.
Bruce the elk?
Dexter.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Bruce it is. I christened the elk Bruce.
Can we put the goblin on the elk?
Should be
in the
clinging
amber.
along for dear life.
I'm gonna poke my snoot around the corner here. My beak, I guess. Guess I'd have beak.
What do your turtle eyes see?
Ooh,
Ooh, quite a lot.
they see much. These eyes, do 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 do, cry
Okay.
every night.
You just see a sort of winding hallway.
And it looks a little rough.
Mm-hmm.
So is this crumbled or hewn from the rock?
Crumbled or crisp?
So, just hallway.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go. Let's just check this out. Make sure we're not, gotten from behind again.
Good call.
Yeah, that was not fun. Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of nose around the corner.
I mean, it was kind of fun when Bruce saved us, but
It wasn't fun till then, till that
There
exact.
were like 10 rounds before that.
at that point, yeah. God for Bruce.
So, these hallways are lined with crumbling stone, tables and shelves. And the looks of it as you go through. Looks like resting upon it were dwarven anvils, whetstones, tongs, hammers, chisels, and myriad of other tools.
Amazing.
And the blacksmith.
Ah, the smithy.
Smells like industry.
Anything? Obviously not. But is there anything of note or value about?
Not so far.
No.
All right, Goris, though.
I got it.
You know, as you get to the wall of the end of the westward hallway, there is a arch gate.
Hmm.
Don't touch it.
Hmm. Can I push the goblin through?
Oh God.
Hey, Cade, come have a look at this thing.
Are you going to inspect it?
Yes.
Well, we need an arcanist.
Economist.
There's
So do a perception on the gate, maybe, or
Sure.
sure.
Oh,
Cade, if you're talking,
Oh.
you're muted.
I see nothing. I see nothing. It is a beautiful arch.
All right. So, no, you do. There is quite clearly a rune on the gateway. It is one of the elder runes that are there. Game wise, basically, it's a dead tree carved into its keystone.
Hmm.
Now what you do is you can figure it out, is the archways basically lets you travel to other levels.
I was going to ask if it looked like ones that we'd seen previously that we weren't able to activate.
That's right.
Hey, Wes, you gotta. Does it look active? Is it crackling with energy, shimmering? With...
Not at the moment, but as I said, you really haven't interacted with it. There is that you know, there's that arch again that has the image of a dead tree carved into its keystone. So generally the thing is that you need to do is you must somehow activate the arch. The images probably give you a clue as to what's needed to be done, and then passing through requires you to be a certain specific level, and you must press the and passing through will trigger an elder rune, most likely.
Okay.
So
Dead tree. I look at Goris's staff questioningly.
Hmm.
I haven't seen any trees on our way past today.
Yeah, so maybe wood would do it, like you say. I try tap it with my quarterstaff.
the gate opens.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So, can I roll an insight or something, or maybe just general history? Because I know we're looking for the throne, the elven throne, right? The lost elven throne. Would that have any kind of association? Because I know we're looking trees and the
Nope.
underneath here has nothing. Okay.
No, don't even bother. If that's what you're looking for, I can give you a flat out. Doesn't matter what you roll.
Cool.
That's fairly well off.
All right. So then we tie up the goblin, throw it in, see where it goes, and pull it back out. Tell us where
Yeah.
it's been.
Definitely, let's do that.
Goblin fishing?
Okay, you try to throw the goblin in.
Well, no, we would discuss the situation with it first. I feel like we're not.
How long are you taking?
We'll take like, I don't know, like 5 minutes. Explain. You know, we're
Okay,
just
well,
gonna tie a
after the
rope.
first minute,
Oh no,
the gate energy closes.
crud.
Okay.
Give me a second since my camera's
No
frozen.
problem.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's the day of technical issues, trust me. I installed, updated my antivirus type of thing, and it causes no ends of errors. Slows down my internet as I try to browse. Because we don't want you to stop being tracked. And I go, not if it slows down my experience of trying to get like a YouTube video to run.
Ugh.
I don't know if the goblin is the best. I mean, we might be at a higher tier, so to speak, to be able to maneuver through this.
Well, do you want to
divine.
try to send the goblin through? I mean,
Well,
so
we're
I will
here.
describe
Let's
what
find out
happens.
as well. Just bowl it like goblin bowling.
Is it like Cronenberg the Goblin or something?
Go for it if you feel up to it. I mean, you tell me.
Mert, what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not playing to my what's that word? To my lawful, no, sorry, my chaotic good sometimes. Or am I don't even remember. But I would ask it if it's willing to just go through, and then we'll turn it back, because I'm assuming if we touch it with the staff again, it'll turn back on. Or is that just a one-time thing?
Go ahead. You want to try? Try.
Goris, please touch it again, see if it turns back on.
Bonk.
Got the
Gate
clicker.
opens.
Okay, so we're assuming it'll happen a third time. So we'll just, you go through, it'll probably shut down, tell us what you see, we'll turn it back on. Well, like, look around, we'll turn back on, you come back. And I'll give you an extra ration or an extra gold if you want. Just so we are not just jumping into an ambush. At least if
Okay.
it's a goblin, maybe they won't attack you outright.
Okay, so the goblin is a little reluctant to do it. But let's see how persuasive you guys are. Who wants?
Oh, darn it.
I mean, we can always just chuck them through.
Again, I
That's
want to
an
try to
option, too.
play to my, to not being an evil person. And then we'll see. Oh, thank you for that. I need it for a -1.
You
Let's
got it,
see.
buddy.
Oh!
Whoa!
Okay.
Wow.
The goblin accepts and goes, okay, you promise? You promise? Okay. And walks straight into, as if it's still a solid wall.
Almost had
Awesome.
me convinced there, Mert.
Crud. Well, I give her a gold anyways for the trouble. Okay, so I guess you're right. It's level related. So do we want to just go in, or are we going to look around further before we?
I reckon we can go in.
If we assume we can get back the same way, there's no harm in going in.
You guys are going to try and go through?
I'm gonna
You
hold an action.
who's the first one that's going to try to go through?
I'll
How
go
about
through. I'll
ours?
try to go through first.
But you have the stick. Can't go through.
Well, it's just wood, right? You guys
you,
have wooden houses and stuff.
Okay,
guess.
so you attempt to walk through, and again, you feel like you hit a wall.
Okay, so we're just not high enough, I guess.
All right.
Is there anything about this? Maybe Coolback's not the one to do this, but that would give us an idea as to whether we could traverse these mysterious planes? Is there a sign you must be this tall that we're missing?
No, there's absolutely nothing that indicates that, unless for some reason you get your hands on, let's say, a map or a diary of somebody that can tell you,
Tell them take their diaries. Got it.
what, and it would be, of course, vague in generality because you're not metagaming, but get an idea of whether
We
or
would
not
never.
you could be able. That's about it, right? Until you try these arches until you encounter one that you can actually go through at this point.
Okay,
So that-
well,
yeah.
let's move on then, I guess.
Yeah.
So I might be more likely to find an archway leading back to somewhere we've already been at that point.
So Sean, down where Coolback is now, is this where like the anvils and stuff are?
You were sort of everywhere around here, this whole area.
Because we, I believe, have a magical anvil in our bar, I'm gonna pop off a detect magic here, which maybe, yeah. So we'll have 10 minutes of me seeing glowy things.
And you see absolutely nothing.
Okay, cool. All right, these are normal anvils. We don't have to worry about dragging them back to the bar. Here we go.
I mean, anvils are magic in nature. Just
Sure. Well, yeah, obviously. That's not what I meant.
to me, that worships the god of anvils. You know.
The anvil or the forger?
I considered
How
forge
dare you
stone
lecture
anvil.
me on my religion? Okay, and then we have another long.
I
Ooh.
wouldn't doubt it if Quebec understands it better
Right
than
on.
you.
Mm. What if I take a level of cleric? Be careful. Who knows what'll happen? Okay. I guess I will again just throw another perception, at least around me, down this hall before we go. Oh, there they are.
Well, there is nothing for you to perceive except the
Looks great.
long hallway.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Move out.
Get some more steps in.
Yeah,
Gotta get our steps in. You're right.
Yeah. My Fitbit's on fire.
Yep.
Come on, Cade.
Gonna
Damn,
need
it
a
just
recharge.
scrolls really stinking slow.
It's funny. I'm trying to drag these things, and if you cannot drag just like teleport, you have to actually drag to the corner and then go like straight down now. Don't know if that's one of the updates.
Oh god. Sorry, I have to go again. Ugh. Be right back.
It's growing.
Okay, so you're coming up to again the corridor. Takes a turn to it would be your left from the reason that you're standing, but obviously to your right. Little ways you can see that it sort of branches off. So it's your choice on where you go.
Does it look like does it look like the hallway ends ahead of us or continues? Or sorry, turns.
Well, you can do if you go take a look again, it turns as well.
Got it. Okay. Well, again, we learned our lesson last time about walking past halls without investigating.
We have a look in here.
Have a look, Oris. Come on.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Is there anything behind us here?
It's a wall.
Got nubbins though.
Okay, can I do a perception here? Listen first, people, or sounds or anything?
Well, you're gonna do a perception to
Just like around the corner. Can I hear anything coming up around there? Or anything?
Sure, go ahead.
Maybe.
Let's get this thing here. All right. Give me a second to figure this out. There is sounds coming up, but I don't know if it's necessarily from. How far can you hear? That's a good question.
Well, it is a stone hallway. You'd think the echoes would be prevalent.
Okay.
Unless there's a bunch of
You know what?
spiders.
I'm going to say that they're something. It's not like it's quiet, but it's not like you can hear, especially considering you're under 15. It's not like you can hear anything specific or really. It's just more, the kind of thing where you had that quiet before, and then all of a sudden there's just something off in the distance, right? But it's too far off to fully hear what it is, but you know that the quiet's sort of gone.
Got it.
Pay attention.
Should we try to stealth? Sorry, Wes.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
I was gonna say, should we try stealth down the hallway if we know something's down there?
If we, yeah, I guess stealth.
There's so many of us, so maybe we'd be better sending like one very stealthy person to have a quick look.
That's a good point. Or Wes and Cade, what do you guys think?
I'm very sneaky.
I'm just assuming, Wes, that you are of the sneaky variety.
Yeah, I got some stealth.
Okay, that works for me. If you say you have some stealth there. See here. Can you move towards where you want, and I'll take a stealth roll from you.
So could just move to the end of the corridor. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Just wait.
Start off up to here.
Okay. All right.
Right.
From there. Stop moving, please. One at a time. Okay, so I'm just playing around with your field of vision, so no, you're sneaking up like this. Okay, so when you hit, sorry, hate this thing, about here, where you're literally at the corner, stealth roll, please, and you stop in your tracks.
Okay. Oh,
All right, is Cade following?
how far behind me are you?
There we
Are
go.
you
So
next to me?
Cade, we'll stop there. You don't want to go any further, since you've done I take it somebody casts guidance on you. Forget. Okay, you're both good, but you can instantly see there is a problem in that room, and
That kind of
you stop
problem.
dead.
Oh no.
I'm gonna keep my hand over Cade's mouth.
And to be exact, just so we were all on the same page.
Oh God.
He came back.
What did I walk into? What did you guys do?
No, we were smart so far.
It's
What
like
happened?
that
Sorry.
scene where the
I
room's
turned
on
into-
fire and the guy's
I
a cactus.
literally turned into a ghost.
Ugh,
Amazing.
cool.
So we're just watching you guys on the end of the hall.
All right.
Yep.
You just see us going.
You see that this Cade and Wes both see a beholder zombie that's floating near the 20-foot high ceiling of this chamber, clearly out of melee range. Painted in white around its central eye is a circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outward from its circumference,
Xanathar.
which you guys all know. Yes, Xanathars.
Gross. Is that what happens to the Xanathars when they die?
And you don't need to make a roll for this as a perception check for the two of you. Now, that sound, you can now hear the sounds of a mock battle, maybe emanating from the tunnel to the west.
Okay.
Yeah, guess we should sneak back and relay this information.
Yes.
So, gentlemen,
Yeah.
now begins the big question of what are you going to do?
Hey, don't freak out, but I think we found where Xanathar's ancestors.
Or maybe if we're lucky, we found Xanathar.
No, we
Yeah.
know where Xanathar is. We ran away from him quite
Yeah.
thoroughly once.
Yes, well, that was a while ago we ran away from him.
Either way, there's a zombie beholder up
change.
ahead and a possible fight beyond that.
Okay.
My vote is we
Well-
kill it real good.
Yeah.
Where's my thing? I mean, I have a thing with undead. You know, it's kind of my jam.
Hmm?
Turn on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so here's the deal: is you know my cleric style's getting a little tighter these days, and you know if it gets afraid of me,
Oh, no.
if it's of a certain level or lower, but I feel beholder's on me. Anyways, it'll just blow up. It'll just if it
Yeah, I'm
fails.
trying to look that up. Right
I feel like this might not be one of those.
All right. So cool. This is an untested. Like Coolback will have no
Oh,
information
that's fair.
about
That's fair. That's fair.
because it's just been like low level stuff.
a second.
But at the very least, I mean, if I jump out and say ooga booga, he might
Yeah.
be running for the hills.
I vote for Rita put Quillback in a funny costume and have him jump out and yell ooga booga.
I mean, I'm up for it if you guys are. Let's.
Okay, turn
Um,
undead. Let's see here. Siege.
Turn undead'll work. It's destroy undead. That,
Not a chance. You're what, 5th level?
yeah.
Yeah, you can only destroy a CR half
half,
or
yeah.
lower.
Right, but I mean, again, Blair knows much. Coolback knows very little.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that you weren't thinking that you were at high enough level to instantly destroy as a player, not the character.
No. But I know that he can become fearful.
Yes, absolutely. You can definitely do some, provided he fails his saving throw. You have a chance, of course.
So I'll ask. Oh well, I mean, I think we should give this a rip. I mean, we don't. Well, there is another way. I was gonna say we didn't have anywhere else to go, but there is another place we can go. What do you guys want to do? You want to?
I say we kill it, cause if we don't, it's probably gonna end up coming to get us.
I'd say let's check
I don't
out
know
the
about
other
that.
way, because there's a chance that the other way might just lead to it as well.
Yeah, it could be guarding something too, right? It could be some goodies.
Yeah, there could be some looties.
Some
Mert's
looties.
Mert's mouth waters at the thought of goodies. Yeah, let's
Looty
do it.
charm.
I will remind you have a
shooting his
giant
crossbow.
elk. Mind you, it cannot. I want to just remind you of a few facets that before we go in. Right, you're down technically a party member, but you have a giant elk.
Yeah.
Giant elk cannot reach the beholder. Just an FYI. So yeah, you have that. And the number of your party members, you cannot. If you're just stuck with melee, you're not going to be able to reach the beholder. Okay. Currently,
No one has a spell gravity or anything. No.
I'm light on Dunamancy today.
Maybe then we should stick a pin in it for put a note on the map and come back when we have.
Well, I mean,
or
we do have a giant elk right now. We may not have a giant elk at another
I
time.
know.
So what we could do is we could like all run up to beyond where the giant elk is, have the giant elk stand back like 20 feet ready to charge, have one person run down, fire a bow at the thing, and run like hell back up to their hair.
So you want to pull it to the passageway for the elk to trample it, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
You want a World of Warcraft style?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
LOS it around the corners. Bam.
Is the hallway we're in? Are the ceilings as high as they are in the other room? Would it have to come down, to enter?
it would have to come down if it chased after you. But keep in mind too, it is a zombie appearance of a. So it's intelligence. Plus the other thing is low, and if it's just there and it's Xanathar, it may be just programmed, right? That it's not necessarily. It might come chasing after you. It might not. You can't tell at this point.
Well, I'm liking this stratagem of the elk charge defense. So I'm up for it if you guys want to try to pull it into the hallway.
Why
I
don't we
mean-
just take
Yeah,
a peek
sorry.
around this other way and see if there is a connection? You know.
Sure,
Sure.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm down with that too.
I mean, if it doesn't work, we've still got one arrow on it, right? So it's going to take some damage.
Yeah, I've marked it.
Potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, that's if we hit, let's be honest here.
True. Yeah, true.
Are we all going that way or just Garth?
Not just me. Please come with me.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold back the other guy. So you go ahead until you make your final.
Got it.
You going all the way around? All right.
So you can just keep going. I'll tell you if you want to do any rolls or things like. There's really nothing.
God, these hallways
We
are
might
just
end up
overcompensating.
Yeah. Might
We
end
do
up
a
coming round the
perception
other
roll?
side of it.
Feels like it's been a bit.
Sure.
Let's go for that.
What do we got? Oh, not 20.
All right. Nice.
Nothing to see.
Hmm.
Oh my God, this just keeps going.
Maybe it won't loop back. Or quite a bit later if it does.
I think my dwarven instincts would tell me that we are not going in the same direction here.
Oh yeah,
What do you-
definitely not anymore.
What do you guys
Alright.
think?
I think maybe we may want to go back.
Oh
then.
my God, it just never ends.
Yeah, about to enter a whole different part of the dungeon.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like it
Well,
opens up at the end of this, which might be, something else. But
Can I just listen to see if we hear from anything down this hallway? Because I guess we would see that it opens up probably.
Yeah. There does appear to be something, some racket going on, perhaps down.
Okay. Well, there's something going on here if you guys want to go check that out first.
I want to use the
Right.
same stratagem with the sneaky.
The stealthy boys.
Send in Wes to buy some
Send in the
snacks.
sneaky boys.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Send in the sneaky boys. They said see you later. I do
Okay, go for it.
it. Sorry.
Okay.
No idea when that came out. Sorry.
All right, sorry. Embrace it, man. It's cool.
If I had long hair, I'd be doing it, but
If you had
Okay.
hair.
yeah,
Let's say how,
my
let's
feelings.
say how sneaky we can be.
Oh, God.
All right, do it, boys.
Yep.
Sneak. Okay, sneak.
How far down should we sneak? Halfway down the corridor?
Whoa.
Well, that's sneaky.
That's pretty darn sneaky.
Yep.
Always a
I can
sneaky
barely
side.
see you next to me.
Well, you basically, though you can see something, there is a, looks like a stairs that goes slightly down. This is an old festival hall that you can see there that arches up to a 30-foot high ceiling. And there's wall decorations of basal reliefs of dwarves singing and drinking. Maybe a dozen empty iron torches mounted to the north and south walls at 10-foot intervals. But the big thing that you see there is the two rust monsters that appear to be fighting over a steel helmet in the middle of the room, casting it about as they knock each other around.
Lore question: Are these like a common kind of monster? Like, would we? I mean, I don't know if Kolbak would have any idea what these things would be.
Mm.
Well, I'll leave it up to you guys. Once you could want to make a roll, see if anybody can identify what these things are.
I mean, I feel like having lived at some point underground, I would have heard of these or something.
Considering
I've
you're
seen
doing
that.
adventuring,
History?
it's almost yeah. I mean, unless you do an outright fumble, it's pretty much these. these are like creatures 101 that warn you. You see these things, you got metal, you're gonna end up with some trouble, right? It's
Bart, send them your pots and
Oh.
pans.
Never.
Well,
Then
they're
send
fine.
them your armor.
They're currently, but they're busy right now, right?
Yeah, they're fighting each other. This might be the best chance we get to take them out if they hurt each
yeah, I
other.
mean, this is, you can do so for it. I mean, basically, here's the thing. You can see that there's a door at the opposite end of the room, right? You can obviously go through that staircase and go investigate there, but if you're going to get across that room at some point, you're going to go through the rust monsters, right? Maybe you can distract them, but you guys are probably laden down with enough metal that these are hungry beasts. It doesn't look like there's much there, right? Aside from maybe the metal that's in the walls, that they can't reach. It looks like they've, taken care of a lot of this stuff already.
We got some junk. Don't we have some junk we can just...
Do we
that
have-
we can
Wait,
just
I
chuck
could
at
just confuse them with an unbreakable arrow.
them? Ooh,
Um,
They'll try to eat it, but they
Wait, how much?
can't.
How much did that cost? Give him the flute. We didn't give him the arrow. We got some scimitars here. We just chuck
Yeah,
at them.
some love
Yeah.
iron ingots.
Oh,
Mm.
don't we
Let's
have
see.
ball bearings? Those must be like granola for these things.
Yeah, could
I
probably
have
throw
I
my
have
Calcox.
daggers and bells and crowbars
Yeah, let's do that. Well,
and
before we do that, are we gonna
pythons. I
are
have
we gonna
my
go back and
slippers, so
deal
I'm
with
never gonna
the,
use those.
are we gonna go back and deal with the beholder zombie, or go this way? Because seems like a bit of a one-way ticket.
You guys have 3 choices, right? You can attempt to deal with go across the doorway, but you're going to have to to the door. You're going to have to deal with the rust monsters. You can go up where the staircase is, or go necessarily go down, and it's not like going into another level of the dungeon. It's just a bit of stairs, right? Well, so there's that option, or you can go back, of course, the zombie
Beholder style.
mhm.
Yeah,
Can the
just-
elk deal with these things?
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea.
yeah.
That's an even longer kite than the beholder, though, right? Well, we can try it.
Or we can just have it charge in, smack them.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could throw a piece of metal, bring them right up to the mouth of the hallway, and just have this sucker with George. What do we name him? Steven?
Bruce.
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 Bruce as in Campbell.
Think.
There he is.
I mean, I'm down to clown either way.
All right.
Why don't we tie some metal around the giant elk and send him in there with a smack on his bum?
Yeah.
Just
Well, that's not really. I mean, if you want, you could easily set him up to do he's got enough room. If you guys give him, do the obvious, give him some space and things like that. I'll easily say that he gets his, building up to his ramming speed, right? And gets a go there. That just makes a lot of sense.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, you just throw one of these scimitars, get their attention, and
I feel like just shouting at them to get their attention.
I feel like I could just
What?
hide up on the ceiling and throw metal at them,
Yeah.
and they'll just be confused.
or Mert, you just bang your pots and pans, see if we can get their attention. Just bang already. Yeah, throw them at them.
Maybe we could just fill up the pots and pans.
Okay,
with-
Mert literally just walks up like, "Hey, I got metal." Like, you're just talking too much about this. I got the metal.
No, come on, Mert's not an idiot.
No, I know. I
Like
think we just
you've got the elk. If you're going to use him, remember you do have a limited.
Yeah,
As I
I
said,
think-
he can do a ramming you've got enough room and you've seen what he can do, right?
Yeah.
And the two
Just
of them
send
are
them in
close. They're
and-
fighting, each other. So
Send them in and we shoot at him from afar. Like just
Pick
peg
up
him.
my crossbow.
Yeah. Use some cantrips, send some arrows, take them out, and
Okay.
the elk will do most of the work. And then if they come at us, then we back up and keep on shooting.
very good. So that's the plan, guys.
The plan.
All right.
Man.
Let's be sensible here. Come on. Rust monsters. Roll for initiative. I have a feeling this is going to go so awry. Don't know why.
That's why.
Oh, I haven't opened the tracker yet.
I tell you what, I'll let it. I'll do. Let's say do a reroll. The elk gets to spend his inspiration point.
Amazing.
Oops. 17. That will be a hit.
Beauty.
So let me. There.
Excuse me.
Oh,
And they're dead.
splat.
31 damage.
Gotta get this guy on payroll.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All right.
What would we pay them?
So you've taken care of that.
Spent grain.
And there's nothing else in the room. Well, I mean, as in there was no other monsters hiding around the corner.
There's no other monsters. But I think the elk's time is up for the moment. Which is one of the reasons why I
No.
wanted to have you guys. If you're going to use them, you use them wisely, right?
Yeah.
So, where are you going from here?
There's a door.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask. Can we ask Glummy what it knows about that beholder zombie? If anything, is it guarding something or?
She doesn't know. I mean, you
She
guys are.
lives in her house. It's her neighborhood.
Yeah, Xanathar, not part of Xanathar. You don't go there.
What do we free
Think
this
about
up?
it, right? Yeah, maybe in your neighborhood, you know where to steer clear of in your neighborhood, right?
Right.
You
okay,
guys are
okay.
nuts.
You know what? You come work at the bar, you'd be a bus goblin or something.
Let's go.
So, where do you want to go?
Should we just perceive the door, or do we go back? I mean, now that we lost the elk, we kind of lost our whole stratagem there. So we'll keep that for when Orv is around.
Just fight it old school. All right, let's look at the door. Well,
Okay.
I can at least do a perception and decide from there if we want to go through. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, it seems to be fine. You want to open the door? It is openable.
And yeah, so I don't hear anything coming from the other side or whatnot.
Nothing.
Cool. Yeah, open the door.
I'd like to just also snag this helmet the rust monsters were fighting over. If
It's rusted and useless.
okay, just making sure.
It's about It's,
You
it's a
passed the
food
legendary helmet.
Yeah, exactly, the helmet of invisibility.
Okay.
Do we want to like look up this hallway? I don't want to get backdoored again. It's painful, much more painful than I was expecting.
All right.
Horrible.
It's a stairwell, though, right?
It's a stairwell, just a long corridor again. Really off
Come on,
door.
Horace, let's go check it out.
So where are you going? Because you need you to make up your mind. So I understand. And
Well, I just wanna-
you'll split, right? Or are you splitting up
Yeah.
and going in two separate directions?
Go back.
That'll be fun.
Kobak's gonna look down the hall.
Okay. Go ahead.
Any weirdness, abnormalities, imperfections in the skin.
All right. There's the hallway.
Gonna home alone myself going down these stairs.
Okay. Is Quebec going by himself, people?
No, I'm going with him.
No, we'll go up.
You get rid of the grass monsters and then go in a completely different direction.
Well, we don't know. We're all seeing. We don't know nothing.
Well, you never know. You never know.
We're gonna get to it eventually. Just we're taking a detour. Probably a very long detour.
Okay. So you come there on either side. There are 2 doors. If you see further down, there seems to be some collapse hallway, but again, probably looks like another cross section there as well.
And so we can make our detour even longer.
Well, why don't we listen at opposite doors here and see if we can
Everyone take a door.
take a door? What do we? Are
Okay,
there
it
shadows
doesn't have a
under the
door.
door?
So what are you doing?
We're all gonna
Perceive.
perceive the
Each door.
door scenario.
We've got our own door to perceive here.
It's not rolling. Here we go. Oh my god! Just
Oh,
rolling like
Hey,
fire.
Right?
what?
Okay,
What should mine be the trap gun?
Cool back. Wes, you don't hear anything necessarily coming from your doors. Let's see here. There is some maybe scurrying about. That you can hear. Mort, and let's see here, Gorath. There is definitely something. You can hear maybe something there as well.
Okay, so only me and Goris and I, sorry, can hear scurrying or something on the other side.
That's correct.
Okay.
It's like I don't have a door.
Keep an eye out.
Yes,
Cool.
I will keep my boat ready.
So, what are you guys doing?
Let's kick in one of these doors.
All
Merc,
right,
you want
which
to try
door?
yours?
Sure. I'll you keep an eye on your door just in case they come out from their door when I make
Okay.
noise. And then I'll push open this door.
What's there for doors?
Oh, that's a big room. It's gonna
Which
be big
one?
monsters.
Whose door?
Mert.
Mert's door? Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to try and open that door.
Okay.
And you cannot. It's somehow not openable for it. You could attempt a strength athletics check if you wanted to try and force the door open.
Already done.
Didn't
Oh,
even
that was
go.
almost a 19.
It doesn't budge.
Oh well, this one's closed. Next. Goris.
I'll
It
try mine.
is locked as well. You can't.
Oh,
Appears
cool.
to be, no means of opening it. Again, you possibly could try a strength athletics roll.
Is there a keyhole? Maybe.
I'll give it a
perhaps?
shot. I'll try swinging out of it.
No,
For us.
it does not budge.
Ooh, even with a 20. Jeez.
Hey, Wes, these doors are stuck down here.
Also probably be as well.
Are you trying your door, Wes?
What do you think?
I guess we just all try them in a row.
If you try, you
Yeah.
can open that door. That's fine. It is openable.
Yeah.
All it is much of this room has collapsed long ago, and the remains are covered in dust. There appears to be some footprints crisscrossing the dirty floor. there is a plain stone throne standing against the south wall. Beyond it is rubble filled in a collapsed tunnel.
Can we
Can
tell
I-
what the footprints are? What they're from?
Can you?
Can
I
we
was
get
gonna ask about
survival?
I'm not too bad with survival.
Survive.
Well, would somebody like to?
Terrible.
Mm, you don't know what caused it. You think you have seen its tracks before. It's a but I mean regular human humanoid footprints in boots maybe, but beyond that, don't know.
Right.
So
Can I give it a sniff as well, just to make sure?
just dusty, man. Just dusty.
Okay.
So what next?
The throne, though, there's a stone throne here. Should we have a look at that?
Yeah, let's see if it'll move or budge or
Feel free.
investigate it.
Can I, yeah, do you want investigation or perception just to see it?
Oh, your preference.
Oh,
Sure.
always perception.
Sure.
See if it turns into another ooze.
Yeah,
It's
16.
an old stone throne. Nothing special.
A lot of thrones down here.
Yeah, so weird. A
I'll
lot of royalty, I guess.
Let's try this one. And I'll jiggle the door handle that Quillback was at.
All right. You can open that one.
You can. Hello?
Okay, the back of this room has collapsed, filling in the chamber with dust and debris. There is no evidence of anybody being here in ages, and there's absolutely nothing of value.
Okay. So I'll turn to the party. I was like, listen, these other doors, we couldn't get them open. I don't know how urgently you want to get in there, but I've got this bottle of human growth hormone here, this hill giant strength. I might be able to, or I mean, any of us that take it should be able to crack these suckers. What do you think? I mean, it worked for us in the Blue Alley, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm
think-
down.
Who has
You wanna try it?
I have high strength, but not athletics.
I have +7.
Yeah, mine's +3. I'll hand the vial to Mert then. So if we want to get in there, I'm sure this'll do it.
Let's see. Hill giant strength.
I'll give him a tap on the shoulder, a little pat.
Can I give him a hand, like help swing out of a handle or something? Give him advantage.
Well, I was gonna say he's gonna grow one
No.
size, so he'll take up a lot of space in that room, right? He'll be
Okay.
Which
10.
door?
The one where it's at.
Okay. Do all that you need to do, and then give me, strength or athletics roll, please.
So you're
Was it
Strength.
21 now?
21 for 1 hour.
21. So,
Oh, sorry, you don't grow, you get stronger. So he is the same size.
okay. So 21, that would be +5. So basically, it would be plus.
Remember,
8,
you
it
have
says
down there near the bottom right hand side. So if that's +5 to your thing, you just click the +5, make your roll.
Right. So, okay, because it'd be +8. I have +7 right now, basically.
Okay, well, let's see here. So, how is it? Motion.
Yeah, I was looking for it. It wasn't coming up. In spells.
Hill giants.
Am I insane? Did I not
Yep.
see?
Yeah. Here, give me a second. Let me.
Lord Jesus.
Go. Ability. Still
Oh,
giant
for
strength, right? There
Lord.
you go.
Lord jeez. Thank you.
Dang.
Okay. So I will add this to me. And okay, cool. And now I will try to open this door. I'm gonna roll a 1, of course. Yep. Called it.
Wow.
Called it.
Wow.
I break my arm
Okay,
as I try to
ladies and
open
gentlemen, I think we game called on count of 1. I don't think we can top that this evening.
Jeez.
I've been rolling too well. It had to come. It was coming.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So that was. Can I just back up and ram it again or something? I don't know. This is ridiculous.
You got inspiration.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take my
Yeah.
inspiration for this. Here you go. I love
All
it.
right,
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, for Peter's sake. All right. So it should be a
Well,
15.
so sorry. That's still a fail.
Oh my god.
Mark,
How many times are you gonna let me do it?
you tried the other door? Maybe it's just this door is just too powerful.
Fine. I just go from one door and run straight into the other one with all my might
Just like
on the
oh,
opposite side. Oh, just so it's 18.
Doesn't budge.
Oh my lord.
Come on,
I-
18 is not going to cut. 20 didn't cut it, so
Yeah. So I'll run to the next one again. Ah, just from door to door. Oh my god. I give up. Let me go up.
I was going to say, you do it again, I'm going to rule that you injure yourself.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm done. Emerge just sits down, looking incredibly swole and just pouts.
swollen after bends himself off those doors.
Little blood leaking from my ears. It's cool.
We've made so much noise.
All right, so now what, guys?
Someone mentioned a beholder.
Let's give this a try. Me and you. I've got a crowbar. Can I leverage my crowbar in this
No.
scenario?
You can try, but
Well,
I don't know. Maybe crowbar would give you advantage.
Sure. I'll take that for sure. How do I do advantage again? Oh, I click advantage.
Wait a second here.
Or like add +1 to my roll or whatever.
Let's see here. Crowbar. Nope, that will give you. It gives you advantage.
Oh, cool. Glad I bought this. I haven't used it. It's still like perfect. It's all powder coated black. It's
Shiny.
Yeah, door doesn't budge.
What?
breaks crowbar. Oh my god. All right, we're not meant to.
We're not going through here, buddies.
There are lost cause at this point. There's
Well,
probably none of
you
us
want to
have
think
the
about
lost
it.
spell.
There's probably a very good reason that you need a higher check or, magic at this point, right?
Yep. We done.
So what's up, guys?
Can we go do what we know how to do and fight?
Yes.
Well, there's the
Check
other
this-
door that we didn't go through, where we kill the rust monsters.
That's true.
Yep. Let's head that way. We're
We'll
kinda
just put an
stuck right now.
asterisk here for later.
Or
I'll
if
be
he's
back.
taking notes, working on his map.
So we open here, we saw a hallway, and then there's a hallway connecting to that one. Excuse me.
There's a door at the end of this hallway.
Yep.
Wanna go up here and have a look?
Oh,
More steps in.
Perception on the door? Mark?
Sure.
I mean,
No. I'll
not
do
that
it.
I'm rolling anything, but I'll try here.
1920.
Oh, well, it's better.
Not much. You can go in. It's easy enough.
It's a room.
Now, you can understand Dwarvish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the room is bitterly cold. All right. There is a glowing rune. The walls rise 10 feet and then angle towards a pyramid roof with a 40-foot apex. Inscribed on the slope of the north wall, there is a 10-foot dwarvish rune that glows a faint blue light. Okay.
Okay.
And let's see here. Sorry. You understand that that is an ancient symbol meaning cold.
Are we? I think we're in the fridge, guys.
Hmm.
Is there anything else in the room, or is it just this?
Just that.
Okay. Well,
Is
I tell
there
them.
a
Yeah.
visual sign? Like, is there like frost on the walls or anything like that?
The room is very cold. It is like it would be 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
So not that cold.
Okay.
I mean, I am warm-blooded, I suppose.
No, you're not.
Cold-blooded, yeah. This is like
Wait a
double back.
minute.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
Just figure it out. I'll pull an Afghan out of my saddlebags and put her on my shoulders.
Can we
Cashmere, of course.
go up and look at the room? Can we?
Can I touch
Inspect
the
it?
wall?
You want to touch?
Absolutely.
Sure. You can do anything else?
Need to spell a rune or besmirch it?
I
Would
think it
like
would be
to.
too high, I would assume.
I mean, could we use it for something? Would it like give you some like frost damage on your weapon or something? Maybe.
How would you use it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
fairly-
maybe.
Buelus.
Isn't it a fairly
some
big
special
room?
reason or something.
Sorry, Wes?
Isn't it a fairly big room?
Yeah, it's something like it's 10 foot tall.
And sorry, can we reach it or is it, did you say it was up?
It's up on the wall. I mean, you could probably go and touch it if you wanted.
I feel like I touch a lot of things that I shouldn't. Anyone else want to do it?
Sure.
Oh, why not?
Like,
Wes,
no.
Wes, get off my shoulders, sir.
Yep.
So what are you doing?
I'll touch the room.
Okay. It's cold. But then again, so is everything else.
Okay.
And there's nothing in here. There's not like something's in the meat locker or something.
No, like I said, it is a cold storage for you. You guys are smart enough to figure that out.
In here.
Are you going to do anything else in here?
Should we do a detect magic on the room? Maybe.
Yeah, mine's worn off. You want to give yours a rip?
Yeah, sure. I'll do detect magic. See if there's anything else. It's probably magical, obviously, but is there anything else to it, or?
So you cast a detect magic?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the rune is aura of conjugation magic. Unfortunately, everybody got some bad news.
Why did I know this was going to
for
happen?
you. All right.
Oh god.
So just give me a second
Oh God.
to get the descriptor in place.
I shake my head at you guys.
First you find the trap, then you trigger the trap. That's how it goes.
All right, there. Yeah, it's it. Okay.
Oof. Oh god. That's not good.
Ouch.
Did you just TPK us?
Let's see here.
I think so.
Actually, no, I'm going to be nice about it, and I'm going to give you guys the damage. So, that would be 36 points. So anybody, just consider yourself there. So that would mean Quillback
I have 1 hit point.
is up. Mert is up.
I have 3.
Mert is Goris is up, and Orville is up. But that is all.
And what happened?
The moment that, after the spell was cast to detect magic and those things like that, it's just reacted to magic being cast in its present and flashed and dealt cold damage to everybody.
Jesus. Okay.
Sweet sassy molassie. Cool.
I rolled because I thought I'd get less damage.
Just
Crazy.
TPK'd in the freezer.
Yeah,
Right,
because
never-
it's okay, this is it.
Damn.
Technically,
Wait,
you guys could get back up. I mean, you'd have to make some, checks so that.
Holy smokes. Let's get out of here.
how is Glom?
Gom
who's-
is dead. I'm
Just
sorry,
frozen in
but
place.
I'm saying let's be fair here. That
she-
is was it
The goblins have like 8 hit points.
5 times her hit points.
In a very
Yeah.
sullen way, I get the gold back from her pockets.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
Hey, that's my gold.
So sad. So
Dwarves.
sad. Who's down right now?
Who's down? Yeah.
I
let's-
am.
let's-
All right,
I'm down.
I'm gonna go over and grab Cade, and I'm gonna
Okay.
drag him out of here because I don't think it's a good idea to heal.
So
even
why
in
don't
here.
we say that we call it that you guys are going to do maybe
I'll drag
Go-
Wes out.
go back to the room. You guys do that, and we'll do a nice long rest.
Whoa. Okay.
Hello,
I'm gonna-
2 halfling popsicles.
I was gonna say I could crack off a prayer of healing if we want to take a short rest.
No, I think you guys want
No,
to
I
take a
think we need a
long
long one.
rest because I'm going to be generous, and we'll say for next session, everybody can go up a level.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Level 6.
That's of course if you want to. Otherwise, you guys can go face things like a zombie beholder at level 5. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
No, we'll
Level
take it.
6 always
Yeah,
makes
I'll
things
take it.
better. I get 2 more expertise.
Okay, so I'm gonna make up some good berries just to get everyone up, and then we'll take the long rest after. Eh?
Yeah.
Making Wes's mouth like eat the good berry.
It's mostly because you're going. You're still all because remember, even though everybody's damaged.
Yeah.
You have 200. Was it 2 down party members, and everybody else is like 1 or 2 or 3 hit points away from joining them.
You
Yeah.
get a cure wounds. You get a cure wounds.
That's basically what it is.
Wait,
Right.
how much damage do you need to take to be killed outright?
Twice
Double
your
your
HP.
hit points.
Twice your
Twice.
HP.
Okay, so I thought it was 1.5 times.
Which is why, like I said, I was figuring there's no way I'm going to even get close to that what they're saying is the average. I feel I'll just roll. Yeah.
crushing.
Well, Gora, it was at Mert just messed up how many rolls? I had to roll high, right?
Oh, it's exactly. It's just a law of probabilities. Sorry.
Well, at least for my expertise, I'm gonna be able to nab expertise in Arcana,
Mm.
so I'll
Maybe.
have like +9.
I did have something I wanted to chat with you about, Sean. About
Yes, go ahead.
so this is a DM ruling kind of thing
Fair
about
enough.
Quillback shifting some of his proficiencies.
Okay.
With the I guess the way that I'm thinking about it is, he had a set of skills leaving the Chult area
Mm-hmm.
that aren't applicable here, and then he's become a cleric and Order of the Gauntlet, and so basically I want to swap a skill that he conceptually wouldn't really be using anymore when he would be studying more religious stuff.
Well, I'll tell you
I mean?
what. Since we're going up a level, this is the perfect time to do something like that. So
I was waiting for that.
So feel free to go ahead and do that. So again, make sure that you update on D&D Beyond to the next level. Get your characters up and good, and we'll do it. And we'll spend some time next time getting your characters ready next game session. I don't know, is there I can't remember, is there a lot when you go up to level 6?
Not for most classes, but I actually get a new feat. Huzzah! Fighters for the win. Well, or stats. So we'll see what I do.
Well,
I
you do get
decide.
those lovely hit points, which, to be frank,
Yes.
you do need.
Yeah, I'll get 5 more feet of movement. That's nice.
Fancy.
Yeah, just because, especially if you guys are down a bit here, I find that the levels here are getting a little more dangerous. Like I said, I would not be surprised to see somebody drop, especially West, considering the difference between him and some of the other members is almost 10 points in hit points in some points. So that can make a big difference, right?
Yeah. And I was thinking about this, see what you think, Sean, because originally I wanted to make Mert as he was going to be like multi-class into rogue, to be kind of like the inspector situation, like have the inquisitive rogue. But seeing as we have a very proficient rogue, I feel like it'd be an idea, he's working with the rogue to learn things. But at the same time, I was thinking, would you be willing, I'm just throwing this out there because I'm not sure if I want to do it or not, but for me to roll Battle Master instead, changing from champion to Battle Master and just continuing down that way?
If that's your preference, sure, you can go ahead and do that. I don't mind necessarily if you're changing your subclass.
Okay, I'm not sure if I want to do it. I was just kind of trying to see how we would do in this dungeon scenario before I decided. But I think having just, because I'm not planning on going more than 3 levels in rogue, so it wouldn't be that much change for like.
Hey, I'm a rogue.
I know. I'm just saying I would only be going 3 levels, so even the sneak attack would never get any better than that or anything. So
I said the thing to keep in mind here is what you're going for. This is a dungeon. You're basically tanking. With one of those things there. At this point, the only thing you guys really are lacking per se is you don't have
magic.
You don't have a wizard or a sorcerer.
I mean,
or
I'll
even
have
a
decent
warlock.
Arcana.
Yeah, but it's still not the same, right?
It's not spells.
For it, mind you, still triggered the trap there.
We have just enough magic to get in trouble, but not to get ourselves out of it.
And the sad thing is this is probably designed to make you, worry, because I'm still trying to figure out whether or not the Wand of Secrets would have set it off. because whether or not that would have counted as be casting a spell, because even
Yeah.
if it's an item, it activates.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
guess it would, right? It's still.
That's
some
what
kind
I
of
was thinking,
spell.
and I think because here's the thing: this is the dungeon you want. There's a reason why you have one of the items that you pick up is a wand of secrets, which is why, and you guys have two at this point, right?
Yeah.
Is the fact that you're trying to find those secret rooms and stuff here to be detected. And it just wants to it messes with you. This isn't Tomb of Horrors League screwing with you, but still.
yeah.
But anyway, I take it everybody's happy to be going to 6th level.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to tell
I get more
Oren
expertise.
that he's got to work on his character too.
Yeah. Oh my. So many opportunities. I honestly didn't think but that like I would make it this far. I was sure that some horrid thing would happen and we'd all die, or I would die.
Well,
I mean,
Oh,
I
man.
mean, we are gonna go fight a zombie, beholder, so we'll see. But
Well,
someone's
let's
gonna-
put it this way: the battle that could have triggered would go 50, 50, I'd say, to go
Yeah.
really poorly at level 5, depending on how you played it. And I was looking here some of the things that you could encounter. Again, could be fairly interesting in the next little while. It's just very amusing that you end up going through an inanimate trap, basically. That where your strength or things like that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, the only benefit of being a level higher is that you could have soaked more damage, probably.
Yep.
But still, with that, it would have been painful. You guys, either way, you're limping out of it, even at level 6.
Yeah. No kidding.
You just may not have had to carry everybody.
Oh my god. Oh, excuse me.
I'd give Mert alert.
What?
I'd give him alert.
I've been thinking about that as well. Right now I just want my stats up, so that's why I'm not too sure. I'm at 18 strength, so if I do 6, then I could go to 20 and then just deal with that for a while and then get tons of feats.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm playing a barbarian.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing I'll have room for like 2 feats if I buff my constitution up
yeah.
twice, because I need the constitution for my armor class. Because I'm a barbarian on armor
Yeah.
defense, and it's really bad right now. And I'm guessing I'll have room for 2 feats, and I'm wondering how to do it. I want alert, because I want to be able to get into battle quicker.
Yeah,
But I'm not
alert's
sure.
great. I mean, you
I'm
get
not sure
plus
what the
5
last
to
one is.
perception and all. You can't be surprised, so that's super.
So you were thinking of switching from champion to battle master, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, just to have a bit more, maybe, because I wanted to be basically the inquisitive rogue to be a bit more like on the inspector side, but I feel like we're like leaving that paragon, like we're not in the city anymore.
Yeah.
We're like dungeon delving, and I feel like that wouldn't be so much. a thing
So
anymore.
yeah, no, I was gonna say. So I'm just looking here at the subclasses available, or martial art archetypes available here.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say is that you'll want to go for Cavalier down here.
No.
Echo Knight, no.
I'm good. Yeah.
For that. Gunslinger, not approved. Psy Warrior, I wouldn't
No.
bother
I'm good.
with that. Rune Knight's kind of different. That I'd leave that up to you.
Yeah, I'm not
And
a fan.
even the Samurai is different enough. Again, I'd leave that up to you. But no, I could see the Battle Master. If you're switching.
Yeah,
for it.
because that's made the most sense. Like an aged fighter. I feel like you eventually become that. So I was kind of going.
Yeah,
for
I was gonna say, or if you want the arcane archer, but it's really not your style for it, or the Eldritch Knight are also acceptable.
Well, so I was thinking Eldritch Knight just for the fact that we have no magic, but they're so cruddy when it comes to spells. Like, it's not. I don't know. I feel like by the time I got Fireball, we'd all be like too strong, and it wouldn't matter anymore. So you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
But you get to do the Warlock thing where you get to make a packed weapon, more or less.
Yeah, which is great, so I can throw it and get it back. Which is, you know, I don't know.
yeah, it's more the cantrips.
The
right?
cantrips, yeah.
For
But it's
what
all intelligence based, which I'm not statted for. This is the issue. I'm thinking. I'll let you know what I think. But I think I'm more leaning towards Battle Master right now.
Mhm.
Mm.
Let's see here. Cantrip.
So many, especially with Tasha, she added there's some extra things, so they're pretty good. I forget the name there.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of neat little cantrips
Maneuvers,
that
yeah.
you can use, right? Depending on what you know for it, you know, and who's it available. The other problem is like is the spell list, so it's just from wizard, right?
Yeah, so it's straight wizard spells.
So
And I can't learn more by like finding things, or which if it had been the case, like you have like a little spell book and you can kind of do the same as wizards, that'd be great. But it's literally what you know, and that's it.
Everyone, I have to take a long rest.
Okay.
Good night, Liam. Take care.
Night.
Hey, Liam.
Right.
Take it easy.
Good night.
So I have War God's Blessing now, so I can add a +10 to any of your missed weapon strikes.
What?
Crazy.
Beauty.
Need to be in 30 feet, I think.
Well, the green flame blade's not bad. That's a wizard cantrip. That's
Yeah.
available because they, you know, that gives you an extra D8 fire damage.
There's green flame. There's also booming blade, which I'm not sure I understand, but if you hit them and then they move, they explode, which is very confusing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I built a character which I want to play who's basically a melee sorcerer who uses Booming Blade and Green Flame Blade.
I made an
yeah.
Eldritch Knight too. It's a pretty cool class.
It is. It is. Ugh. I'll think about it.
What's the
So,
other one?
okay, so I said, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, no. Isn't there another? There's a better blade one. Shrouded blade, or it does necrotic damage.
Probably. Let me see, because I was just filtering, and that probably would be on page 2.
So Acid Splash, Blade Ward, Booming Blade, Chill Touch, Control Flames, Create Bonfire, Dancing Lights, Encode Thoughts, Fireball, Friend, Frostbite, Green Flame Blade, Gust, Infestation, Light, Lightning,
Thunderclap.
Lure.
It might not be a wizard spell then.
I think
Yeah.
maybe Sword Burst. I think that was a cantrip.
Shocking Grasp.
Just don't
Sword
take
Burst.
true-
Sword Burst, yeah.
Don't take True Strike. That's
No,
apparently
I feel
worthless.
like it's such a cool thing, but then when you think about it, it's so pointless.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
There's a
Freaking
YouTube
action.
channel that the animated spell book or something like that.
Yeah.
And he goes through and he just ripped that to shreds.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sword burst. Any creature, all other creatures within 10 feet of you must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d6 force damage, which increases at level 5, 11, and 17.
Maybe Mert's been studying Magic 101 on his off time, and he's gonna come up and be like, "Hey guys,
So
I do have a
listen,
circlet. I forgot."
You guys don't have to make up your minds just tonight,
Oh, I know.
right?
I know.
We're pretty much good for next weekend.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Hopefully our Dragonborn can join us
Yeah.
for that. So we'll see. As I said, I'm glad last week at least we got to do the Call of Cthulhu. That went over well. No guarantees for next month, but I would like to run probably another scenario sometime in the future. I also have a cyberpunk game, one shot. Probably might run in the future. The only question is which rule set will I be using for it? I've got 3 different rule sets I can actually use.
Okay.
Anybody here done anything with Savage Worlds?
Yes. Just a quick game. Well, it was a game that fizzled basically.
Yeah.
Interesting concept. I like the dice rolls. It was good, cool.
Yeah, because I got both the Savage World, which I have a cyberpunk source book for that, and the thing is, it's a system neutral cyberpunk adventure, so I could use anything with it. So I could use that, or Broken Compass, which I kickstarted the latest expansion, which is over $200 $200,000 Canadian they've
Oh my
raised.
God.
Yeah. Plus, and they were only asking for like, I can't remember, but 10,000 euros originally. So they have a system, so I could use that, as well as I have Cyberpunk, like that, the Cyberpunk computer games based on. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe for that at some point there. So I have some things, just on the off chance. And also I am probably, I'll let you know, I don't know, it's probably be on Sundays. If it's happening, mind you, I am due to actually be a guest on a podcast in the next couple of weeks, probably.
Oh, very cool.
Wow.
What are you going on?
Something the Ghost Show Press podcast, but sub of the BAMF podcast. I was a Kickstarter for his book, and I pledged to the level that I get to come on as a guest on it and talk about my favorite horror movie.
Very cool. Out of curiosity, that will be Evil Dead, I'm assuming.
No, actually.
Very
Tremors.
disappointing. Oh my God,
Oh.
Tremors.
I
It was
watched
on
that
that.
again recently. It was awesome. So good.
My big sorrow is the fact that Kevin Bacon pilot for a new Tremors TV series
Didn't go through, eh?
didn't go through. I mean, everything I've heard about it has been like, I so badly want to see it. I'm shocked that nobody's dropped it anywhere, because there's some pilots out there which I just wish they'd air at some time. There was a couple of years back, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Global Frequency.
No.
Global Frequency was based on like a series of 12 comic books done by this guy called Warren Ellis, a British writer.
Yeah.
And it's basically on the idea that you had this person that she ran the Global Frequency agents that would show up that would be on it, and literally almost every comic would have a different artist and different characters that would just agents sort of be told they'd be recruited to the Global Frequency. So basically high-tech spy type stuff. And they adapted one of the first issues, and it was great because it got leaked to the internet. And so of course I watched it. I love the comic. I have the original comics. I've got them digitally, and I bought the deluxe hardcover. Okay. Yeah. It's my jam. It is, by the way, a perfect setting for a role-playing game. I could easily see it being one of those like great type of things. And the thing is, the TV series had the guy that created The Tick.
Oh yeah.
As being one of the showrunner.
I love that.
It would have been great. So that's one I've seen. The other one is, the guy that did the reimagining of Battlestar Galactica. Ron Moore, I think his name.
I'm not sure.
But anyway, the guy that did the reimagining of Battlestar Galactica, he did a pilot for a television series. Was it the 13th Precinct or something like that? I can't remember the exact title, but it starred a number of the stars of Battlestar Galactica. Basically, it's in a world without science, but magic.
I see.
And it's following, for the most part, the central characters are 2 detectives investigating crimes in this world with, where they do things by magic and things like that, and different things. And they go through the whole thing of their get towards the end, and they investigate a murder. And you discover at the end this whole thing of where they don't have firearms, right? and this guy has been murdered by a firearm, and they figure out that there's been this terrorist organization, and this guy was killed. What we know as like he was shot, right? They aren't fully figuring it out, but they said that, because apparently this was a radical group that believes that they should be, practicing science instead of this magic. But it was really interesting, and had the police they're using, like the forensics department is casting spells to try and track things down. The justice system basically ages people, as part of their crime. Or it's like somebody, you break somebody's arm, right? It's like, okay, magically break your arm to heal them, the other person, or something for it. Great little series. Pilot didn't get picked up.
Of course.
So I would so badly, because I've seen the teaser trailer for Kevin Bacon series, but no. I said I just want to talk about that one. The other thing is just partially because if you look at that movie Tremors, it's so unusual because it has like, Michael Gross, get a completely different impression of him, right? Rita Mcintyre, who knew she could act? You see a lot of singers, right? Wong, I think his name is. He was in Big Trouble in Little China again. Yep. It's like great character actor. It's like, oh, I gotta, watch that. Some of the other ones, Kevin Bacon, of course, but the big man himself, Burt Ward.
Really?
Yeah. I think that was his name. He was in Remo Williams' movie. What's his name? I was a huge fan of that. He was not Burt Ward, Fred Ward. The guy that was his partner, Kevin Bacon's partner, in the movie.
Yeah.
So that's just the reason, is that it just had so much going for it. And the thing is, if you ever watch the trailer for Tremors, that's so not the movie.
No.
It's like the classic. It's like, oh my God, you guys are really marketing this poorly.
Yeah. So you mentioned Warren Ellis. Did you ever read Transmetropolitan?
Yes, I have.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. It's just incredible.
He has some very unusual takes. I have digitally and issues. He did a planetarium series.
Okay.
That was just in the Wildstorm universe, which just this wild ride. It is like 28 issues, complete story, and it just breaking down on it, where he does these guys that are so they investigate this world and just show you these odd things behind it. I mean, one of the issues that they're going to like Monster Island, where Godzilla and things like that would be from, and to do the investigation and talk about that. They got another issue there in like Hong Kong, and to investigate the ghost of a slain honest police detective, an honest cop in Hong Kong. Just those tropes, all the things there. Investigating the superhero comic book genre. They even did like a Lone Ranger issue. They did one touched on Tarzan. He has these characters that are all sort of the pulp characters.
Yeah.
At one point in one issue, and there's a fight where you see clearly they're the Justice League characters. Sort of see, as in the conflict, how pulps basically died out due to comics, right?
Yeah.
But he has this thing where it's like it's Doc Savage, the Spider, Shadow type character. Yeah. There's a Fu Manchu character. We're talking about what's going to be interesting if the Marvel actually uses him. There is a Tom Swift character. There's somebody based on the G8 character, which was a aviator pulp character, and then the Operator 5 character, again, sort of like, think James Bond back in the pulp days, right? Secret agent, man. Great author. He does some of his deconstructions I really enjoyed. I liked his when he was doing the Authority, and couple of the other ones. Yeah, he's got some very interesting ones at the moment.
Yeah, very smart. I love his writing style as well. It's very cool.
I think he did Castlevania, the animated series on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see here, because I know he had been hired to do G.I. Joe, and they did that for a little while, but it wasn't something there. Let's see. Yeah, he wrote all three of the first 3 seasons.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
But yeah, unfortunately, he's involved in a little bit of controversy at this moment, which is probably why. Yeah, I don't know his involvement in looks like season 4 and stuff like that. So he's eating himself a bit of controversy.
Of course.
Okay. So again, I hope everybody had a good time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As always.
oh yeah.
Very good. And then I'll see everybody next week. Like I said, work on your characters. Let's go up to the next level, and hopefully you'll survive.
Hopefully. My gosh. I guess we're going in that direction, eh?
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
do
thanks,
have a
guys.
lot of ground. I mean, seriously, there is this is the big thing is, the biggest problem with these maps is that they're huge. When I go to have you go look at them, and I have to find you. I have to, scroll in so much.
Yeah.
So as I said, you have a little direction. I mean, and I'll let you into something just so you know. I don't think, metagaming now that's over, and maybe it is. If you rolled a 25, you could get the door open, or if you had a knock spell, you could get the door open.
I figured.
Yeah.
Just couldn't do it. Not in the dice were telling a story, and that wasn't it.
Yeah, it just wasn't happening.
I agree.
I'm
Yeah.
actually thankful, because it might have been. It would be interesting, but we'd still be stuck here, probably.
Oh boy. Instead, we just got kicked our asses kicked by a freezer. So
Well, this is the interesting thing: is this level so far has a number of traps and whatnot down here as well. Mind you, I'm not doing so much the wandering monsters, because I think you guys have way enough challenges as it is here. But this level, there is a lot of, as you've seen, different little twists and turns early on for it. As you've seen, you've already encountered 2 major traps, or 3.
yeah.
You've gotten through before, but I mean, in this session alone, like 2, right? You got through 1 because you were really paranoid. Cold room, you were paranoid as well, but to be honest with you, there's not much, right? If you just left it alone, walked out, nothing would have happened.
Yeah, it's always that curiosity of like, what if there's something we're missing? What if we missed that thing or an item? So it's always like, we gotta figure it out, usually to our detriment, but
I'm always like, what's the point of the room?
Exactly.
Like these long halls that go nowhere. Nothing's interconnected. Like, it's really messing with me.
I thought there should be a secret corridor halfway through.
Yeah.
Well, there are secret corridors. There are
Yeah.
things like that. Not necessarily here, but I mean, the game-wise, and your characters do know this, this place has been manipulated by a mad mage.
Mhm.
What once did make sense doesn't necessarily make sense anymore. What with time and excuse me, the mage, literally restructuring the dungeon every so often. I mean, the dwarfs did not have these gates.
Yeah.
There are certain things I don't know, we may have skipped over, but I mean, there's like a room that was designed as a punishment for one of his apprentices, you know. And
Nice guy.
you know, I think some of the traps you've encountered were designed by the mad mage as more of it, just, you know, there's a sick, twisted humor underneath this, right? I look at it this way: is that this is very much a you know, a classic, you know, your dungeon crawl. It's got a reason why it doesn't make any sense. There, yeah, because it definitely throws the logic out like this. I don't know if anybody's ever played Keep on the Borderland.
No.
Okay, Keep on the Borderland has the Caves of Chaos, and I'm not giving anything, I think, away because this is fundamental. In the caves, there is a lot of monsters. That's a messed up ecosystem, right? It's like, why are all these creatures here? You know, it just doesn't necessarily make any sense.
No, I hear you. It's just there because magic. A wizard did it, as they say. Every time you find a mistake, just tell yourself a wizard did it.
Oh, the owlbears.
Exactly, the owlbears. All right, guys, I'm gonna turn in.
Okay.
So take care, stay healthy, everyone. We'll see you all next week.
Yep.
Level 6.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Oh, and by the way, once you actually, when you guys are ready and you decide to descend next, when you get to the next level, you will be level 7. So you're only, this is a brief stop off. So,
Oh my god, so many
Oh.
things. So exciting.
Okay.
We just gotta survive the next encounter then.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Till next
Don't
week.
run into another freezer.
Yeah, exactly. Leave freezers alone. All right, bye
Bye,
guys.
Bye, guys. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.